My name is Lisa, and I am a full-time housewife. I live happily with my husband Noah and our daughter Madison. On this day,
Ladies and ladies, welcome to Noah's thrilling announcement.
Ooh, clap, clap, clap.
Noah, what exactly are you starting?
Didn't you hear?
It's a thrilling announcement.
Yes. That's what I don't understand.
Lisa, you're out of the loop. Madison, please tell Mom what's so exciting.
Well, Dad's secret savings.
Well, hey Madison, Dad doesn't have such a thing.
Noah.
No, really. I don't have secret savings.
Well, it's money you earned, so it's fine.
Dad, that was thrilling.
Please, let's not make Dad the only one thrilled.
So, the rest is a secret from Mom, right?
Madison, let's talk with Mom later.
Ahem. Now, the main point. Let's go on a company trip as a family.
A trip? I want to go, I want to go.
Wow, as a family. Oh, but are you sure we can go too?
Yeah, of course. Our company is pretty generous in this regard. So, are we going on the trip or not? Which is it?
Going.
All right, it's decided. Then I'll bring a brochure next time.
Thank you. Madison, it's going to be fun.
Yeah, really looking forward to it.
Thus, we ended up joining the company trip organized by Noah's company as a family. And on the day of the trip,
President Gustav, thank you for letting my family join today. This is my wife Lisa and our daughter Madison.
Noah is always in your care.
President Gustav, thank you for the trip.
Ha ha ha, Madison, you're so polite to say thank you. Let me introduce my wife Zade and my daughter Hallie.
Oh, Lisa, what a coincidence to meet you here.
What? Zade.
Oh, do you two know each other?
Yes, we were classmates.
Hee hee, I'm happy to meet you after so long. Let's get along.
I was very surprised to learn that the president's wife was a former classmate. Zade was a selfish person who used to boss around and make snide remarks to everyone in class. Frankly, she was someone I didn't like. That night, after the banquet, Zade called me to the lounge.
Drinking with a classmate I haven't seen in a long time is the best.
You're drinking too much, Zade. You'll ruin your health.
What are you saying? I'm totally fine. Oops, sorry, I forgot my wallet. So, Lisa, you'll pay for this, right? See you tomorrow.
What? Wait a minute. With that, Zade hurried back to her room. Reluctantly, I paid for the drinks and finished the trip feeling downhearted. A few days later, the doorbell rang. Hello, who is it? Zade. Why are you here?
Oh, I've moved nearby, just dropping by for a little greeting.
A greeting, this early in the morning? What do you really want?
Straight to the point as always, Lisa. I need you to take care of Hallie for the day.
What? Zade suddenly showed up, insisting that I take care of her daughter Hallie. As I was bewildered by this unreasonable demand.
I'll be back tonight, so send Hallie home by then. Oh, and for dinner, I want Chinese. I'm in the mood for that. Ah, and don't you dare use ready-made meals.
What? Why should I? I didn't even agree to take care of her.
Really, Lisa, do you even understand your position?
My position.
You're just a regular employee's wife, while I am the president's wife. Who do you think employs your husband, huh? Get it? Know your place.
I don't understand what you mean.
Ugh. You really are dense. Listen, the wives of employees are like housekeepers for the president's household. Taking care of children and housework should be a given for you.
What? You can't just decide that.
What? Are you saying you can't do what I ask? Oh dear, what a dilemma. Maybe I should suggest to my husband to have yours transferred to a remote location?
That's outrageous.
Ugh, then just obey what I say. Otherwise, your husband really might get transferred, you know?
Saying that, Zade menacingly laughed and threatened me with the possibility of Noah's transfer. Unable to tolerate Zade's tyrannical attitude any longer, Fine, then go ahead with the transfer or whatever you please.
What? Acting all tough now. If you obediently agree to take care of Hallie and do the housework now, I might just forgive you. If you understand, retract what you just said immediately.
I don't need your forgiveness. Instead, I want to hear about this directly from President Gustav himself. Call him here, please.
What? I am the president's wife speaking. You don't believe my words?
Frankly, I find it hard to believe that someone like you can just decide on employee transfers so easily.
Are you picking a fight with me?
I have no such intention, but you know, a transfer is a big deal. And to be told that by someone who isn't even a company executive. In that case, I'd rather trust President Gustav's words over yours.
Fine. You'll regret this later, just you wait.
Yes, better to risk regret than to blindly follow you. Now, please go get him.
You. Just wait. I'll bring him here and show you.
Saying this, Zade, visibly angry, began to call Gustav. Then, after a few minutes, Gustav arrived, having been informed by Zade, and he was accompanied by Noah. President Gustav, I'm sorry for troubling you, especially when you're busy.
Ah, no worries. It seemed like an unusual situation. So, what's going on? Is there an issue with my wife?
What's happening that you had to call the president here all of a sudden?
Well, Zade came to our house earlier and she tried to impose that as the wife of a regular employee, I should naturally do babysitting and housework. And when I refused, she threatened to have you transferred.
What?
Unbelievable. Zade, what is the meaning of this?
Calm down, Gustav. Everything Lisa is saying is a lie.
A lie. But she doesn't seem to be lying.
Don't be fooled. In our school days, Lisa was a notorious liar. She used to make up all sorts of things to manipulate people around her. So, please don't believe what Lisa is saying.
As I explained the situation to Gustav and Noah, who had rushed over, Zade tried to wriggle out of it by calling me a liar. While I was pondering how to make them believe me.
You know, Madison was listening too. She said if Hallie wasn't taken care of, Daddy would be sent far away.
Madison. Far away means to a remote location, doesn't it? Noah is an excellent employee. A transfer to a remote location is inconceivable. What nonsense are you spouting?
No, it's not like that. It's a misunderstanding. Just a mix-up. I would never say something like that, right?
Zade really hasn't changed since the old days. In high school, she constantly ridiculed me for being plain and harassed me.
What? That was the case.
Yes, that's why when we met again, I thought she might do something again. But I never imagined she'd move close to us and say such things.
Zade, it was your strong desire to move to this area, wasn't it? Did you choose this place from the beginning with this intention?
No, of course not. How could you think that? It's a coincidence that I ended up near Lisa's house, just a coincidence. More importantly, Gustav, don't fall for her talk. That's her usual tactic. Manipulating people just like she's doing now.
If I really had such skills, I would have controlled you from doing things like this long ago. Oh, and by the way, I was made to pay for the drinks at the company trip lounge. I have the receipt. Isn't this proof I'm not controlling things?
Wait, that's not something you need to mention now.
As I shared a recollection about Zade, who hadn't changed at all since the old days, Gustav, having heard it, reacted.
What is this story? You've been doing such things.
No, it's not true. I didn't do anything like that. Believe me.
Your story has been inconsistent from the start. Even during the company trip, I thought it strange that you were being avoided by the employees' families. I never imagined such things were happening.
It's just a misunderstanding.
Enough! Aren't you ashamed of such foolish behavior? Before being a president's wife, learn some basic human decency.
What? Don't be ridiculous. Why should I be the one to hear this? What's wrong with using the wife of a regular employee as I please? I am the president's wife. Aren't I superior to a regular employee's wife?
Nonsense. Being my wife doesn't make you superior at all. Moreover, abusing that position, it's inexcusable to the employees.
Abuse? Don't joke. It's my rightful privilege. Those in higher positions need to use what they can. I'm just doing that. What's wrong with that?
How can you not see that treating people as less than human is wrong? Indulging in whims at home and outside. I'm fed up. I'll divorce you.
What? Wait, what are you saying? Hold on with the divorce.
I won't wait. I'm tired of cleaning up your messes. You're old enough to take responsibility for your actions. Moreover, I'll take care of Hallie. I don't want her to grow up selfish like you.
Yes, a wise decision.
What? You're taking Hallie from me along with the status of being the president's wife. I'll take custody of Hallie. I won't give this up.
You say that, but you're probably just after child support, right? A person who leaves their child to others to go out won't get custody.
Shut up. You won't know until you try.
Then I'll take firm action against you. I won't claim alimony or child support from you. In exchange, never involve yourself with me and Hallie again.
Reacting to my comment, Gustav seemed to have had enough and told Zade that in exchange for not claiming any money, she should not involve herself with them in the future. Sensing his seriousness.
What, just like that? Like pressing a reset button so easily. Hey Lisa. Do something about this. Because of you, my life is about to become a mess.
Don't blame me, okay? This situation is entirely due to your selfishness. Like Gustav just said, why don't you handle it yourself?
Plain Jane acting so high and mighty. Gustav, please, rethink this. Divorce over this is too much.
Just this? You call the time I've suffered just this?
I'm sorry, I was wrong. I've always been like this, it's been hopeless. But from now on, it'll be different. I've realized that. I'll show you I can change. So, please, give me another chance.
If so, then do well in your new life. Our relationship ends here. Come, Hallie, let's go home with Daddy.
This can't be happening. Hallie, are you really okay with this? You'll never see Mommy again. Are you all right with that?
Despite Zade's desperate attempts to mend the relationship, Gustav firmly cut ties with her. Then, she began trying to persuade her daughter Hallie, who quietly shook her head.
It seems Hallie doesn't want to be with you either.
No, that can't be. That's a lie, right? Why? I'm Hallie's mother.
I heard from the president Hallie's inability to speak is because of you, right?
What? I don't know anything about that.
She used to speak normally when she was smaller, but suddenly stopped, right? Around when she was 4. So, seeing Zade's behavior, she stopped talking.
Seeing her mother's selfishness, she must have become disillusioned and closed off her heart. Zade is her mother. I thought one day Hallie would open her heart again, but it seems I waited too long.
What? I'm hearing this for the first time. If it was my fault, why didn't you tell me?
For the first time. Don't be ridiculous. I've told you many times. But you always seemed uninterested and ignored it.
That's a lie. I didn't ignore it.
Still denying it. Who was it that threw a tantrum when I tried to talk about it? Hallie was crying when she saw that, don't you remember?
You really weren't interested in your child.
Who a Hallie?
Now I see clearly, I should have separated Hallie from you sooner. There's nothing more to say to you. Pack your things and leave the house immediately.
But, wait, the conversation isn't over.
Can't you see how Hallie is looking at you? Just stop. No one will be happy from this point.
No, stop. Don't look at me with those eyes.
Look properly. Andy took Mommy away from Hallie. Remember what Andy did, so you won't forget.
After all your selfishness, now even your own daughter despises you. This is the result of your actions. Remember Hallie's eyes, no matter what happens to you in the future. Well, we have nothing more to do here.
How, being looked at like that by my daughter, alone from now on, how will I?
And so, Zade left the scene with unsteady steps. Following this, Gustav divorced her and gained custody of Hallie. Zade quickly packed her belongings and left the house, thereafter moving from one business hotel to another. Despite intending to work, she became haunted by the memory of Hallie's eyes, rendering her unable to do anything. Eventually, she ran out of money and was evicted from the hotel. After a period of homelessness, Zade managed to receive welfare, but by then, she had become extremely fearful of people's gazes and continued to shut herself in her house. Zade lived a listless life, seeing hallucinations of Hallie in the corners of her room and living in fear, with no one coming to visit her. On the other hand, Hallie received abundant love from Gustav's parents and has grown into a lively and talkative girl, not losing out to Madison. As for our family.
Look, isn't this photo adorable?
Wow, Hallie looks so cute in this picture.
Right. You know what? I'll give you one of Hallie's photos as a keepsake.
Really? Yay, I'm so happy.
Haha. But it's great that Hallie is doing well.
Yes, she really looks happy and able to smile freely now.
Exactly. Hallie is really energetic and adorable. Just looking at her photo, I feel like I can work nonstop.
Surely that's an exaggeration.
No, seeing the president staring intently at Hallie's photo with bloodshot eyes is kind of alarming. Without knowing the context, it might even be a cause for concern.
Wait, nonstop, as in literally?
Ha ha ha. Well, that's a bit embarrassing.
It might indeed be embarrassing for Rayal.
Make sure you keep an eye on him, Noah.
Yeah, I get where he's coming from. I'll try to handle it carefully.
Eek, I just got chills down my spine.
Since then, our daily life has changed a little. Gustav, now our neighbor, occasionally visits our house to boast about his daughter. His parents live a bit far away, so he can't visit them frequently, and since Madison is around the same age, he started coming to our house. Watching Gustav dote on his daughter is amusing, but it seems a bit excessive at times. If he ever asks for a photo of Madison, I've decided to firmly decline. Thus, our family continues to live vibrant and peaceful days, alongside our slightly unusual neighbor. If you enjoyed this video, we'd be thrilled if you subscribed to our channel. Subscribing means you'll receive notifications for new videos, keeping you in the loop with all our latest content. Your support is vital to our growth. Let's enjoy and grow together.